What's going on, Flow Gang? It's your boy Rich Flows back at it again with another video. Today's video is going to be a 2025 Rich Flows channel update. So let's get into it, baby. Alrighty, so in the background is going to be some Crew 2 gameplay. I've been playing a lot of the Crew 2. Ever since it came out for free on PlayStation Plus, I've been grinding on that game. I have over like 30 vehicles and stuff, and I've been having such a great time street racing and just circuit racing. Those are like my ones and twos, but that's besides the point. You guys are here for the channel update. So I haven't done one of these in a very long time, so I figured now would be the best time for me to just sit down and, you know, communicate with you guys and be transparent with you guys and let you guys know pretty much exactly what is going on in my life that's hindering me from making the content that I know you guys want to see, and obviously I want to produce and I want to be making for you guys. I always want to make the best content of the best, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be out there. I want to stretch my boundaries and stretch my limits, and ultimately I want to be out there again in the car scene, in the anime scene, in the food scene in general, and I'm just trying to hone in on my craft, on my skills. And it's just unfortunate what happened, but my camera ended up breaking at a video shoot actually. So I was at this car event, this car show. It was a very huge event. I may or may not play some clips if I can find them, but yeah, those are literally the last clips of my G7X Mark III. And sadly, it was a very windy day, and the meet was at an airstrip, ILDS Winterfest, and it was nice, man. It was beautiful. The cars were amazing. I was having a blast. I was interviewing a lot of people, talking to a lot of people, seeing a lot of cool cars, and ultimately I pulled up on a guy that I believe he had a G35, but he had like a Lincoln kitter. It's like this really like different kit that you don't see very often. It's kind of slingshotty supercar-y, and it looked pretty cool. So that was the last clip before my camera broke, and I don't even have that clip because my camera fell due to the wind pushing down my tripod. Extreme wind force. Me and the interviewee were about to start recording, or I had literally just clicked record. I walked over to the car as I usually would, and then I proceeded to try to show him my phone. As soon as I did that, huge gust of wind blew in. At that point, I'm not the Flash. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Sonic, so I wasn't able to run fast enough to catch the camera. So ultimately, it fell down on its side, and it fell down directly on the lens, and that camera is done. Honestly, at first I thought maybe it could have been repaired, but after dissecting it and really looking at the camera cannot be repaired. So here's what we're gonna do. I already looked online. I looked in person as well. The G7X Mark III camera that I was using is my favorite camera in the entire world. It was very affordable. You know, retail price is very affordable in my opinion for what you get, and it has all the bells and whistles. So here's what we're gonna do. We're either A, going to attempt our butts off to get another G7X Mark III, even though it is very difficult right now. It's sold out internationally, so it's very bad right now to be able to get one. Scalpers are charging, you know, $1,200, $1,300 for the camera, when I believe I got it for retail at around $800. It's just ridiculous, the price markups and stuff. I'm not seeing these people actually selling their cameras. They're just holding on to it, hoping that, you know, some lucky buyer will pay, you know, that over $1,000 mark for their cameras. Me working a little part-time job at Home Depot right now. Hey, and you guys gotta congratulate me, man. I have been months without a proper job. I was just doing Uber, and it wasn't working out, man. I was not making no money whatsoever, barely enough to really just provide for myself. But now, you know, I can finally pay my bills again, and I can finally work on moving into an apartment with my girl and ultimately getting the new camera, because that is what we are all here for. So either I'm going to be getting a G7X off of Facebook or, you know, any of those sites, anywhere under $1,000, because that is ridiculous amounts for a camera for now, because I just can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Eventually I will upgrade my camera. I'm looking at the A7S 3s and stuff like that, and upgrading lens and things like that. So I have a lot of plans. I want to get a green screen for the room as well to make the sit down videos a little bit more engaging. So definitely stay tuned for that, man. I'm really hyped for that. So I was also looking at Sony cameras. So the Sony ZV line and just the vlog line of cameras that they have that range between the prices of, like, I want to say $550 all the way to $900 to $1,000. I think that is a very good line of cameras that I may be looking into if I don't end up getting another G7X. And also, I don't mind getting a G7X Mark II. It would be annoying to receive that 4K to down to 1080p resolution cutoff, but regardless, I'll make it through that. So if I can get my hands on a Mark II, I will. But if I can't get a G7X, again, I will most likely be going the Sony route via Best Buy, Target, wherever I can get one. So that's the update on the camera. Now, as for the channel itself, I still do have content, and I have been trying to make as much content as I can for you guys in the situation that I'm in. So that involves me contacting friends and working with them, recording on their iPhone and getting the clips together, putting it all together, and pretty much essentially treating it like it's my camera. And yeah, so I have some MegaCon content, a good amount of it actually. So we had people rate each other's cosplays, and also a few of the people told us how much they spent on their anime cosplays and just cosplays in general. Stay tuned for the MegaCon content, because that's going to be really fun when that drops. I can't wait for that. I had a blast at MegaCon, man. That was a great time. And yeah, I've been slowly but surely getting back into the meets and the car scene and stuff too. When my camera broke, that's really when I was in the forefront of pushing myself toward meets. When that happened, I was very discouraged, and obviously I wasn't really able to record any content, so it was very frustrating to me to go to events and not be able to do my thing. You know, I'm a nerdy camera guy, nerdy YouTuber camera guy. That's what I do. I talk to people. It's fun communicating with people. It's fun seeing dope cars. It's fun seeing people having fun, doing what they got to do, respecting each other, and just respecting bills, whatever. The scene is amazing, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, I feel like I'm just missing part of my soul when I'm at those meets and I don't have my camera with me and I'm not able to record, and then I go to turn on my camera and it just makes this terrible sound. And oh man, but hey, I'm not crying over it. I'm working on myself. I'm working on it. I have over 2 months with my new job at Home Depot, and ultimately I have been healthier. I don't know if you guys can notice or not, but my face is just a lot clearer, a lot freer. I feel like just a real person again. I'm not a droopy, lazy bum anymore. You know what I mean? I am active. My muscles are coming back. You know what I mean? So I'm a lot happier. My girlfriend and I, Julie and I, we are really working very hard, as I said earlier, to try to get into an apartment together. She actually will be moving to Florida very, very soon, so I'm looking forward to that. So we're gonna have her back, and that's going to hype me up a lot. And we also have some car content. Before my camera broke, we have a little bit of that. Stay tuned for car content, MegaCon content, food content, funny content, just content in general. Don't get me wrong, I will not let this minor setback change my plans. I will put pen to paper and put this plan to fruition and achieve all of my goals. I promise you that. I promise you that. 2025 will be my year, and I wholly and truly, wholeheartedly, dearly believe in myself. I really do. I believe this might be the year that I join FaZe Clan. You know what I'm saying? And hey, before we end the video and stuff like that, I did want to let you guys know some future plans for the channel, because hey, we got a lot of plans, man. So I do want to visit Asia again, whether that be Japan again or South Korea or Thailand, or you know, all of them. Regardless, I do want to try to visit Asia by the end of the year, but if not, I guarantee you guys, and I can promise you guys wholeheartedly, we will be back in Asia next year, 100%. I guarantee you that. They have a lot of different deals when it comes to that type of stuff. You can get certain things like Asian type of airline pass, and you could pay something like, I don't know, like $900, and then you could travel to a bunch of different countries, inner countries in Asia, and they have cool stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to be looking into that, so expect that in the future. I don't know when. We have a cruise coming up in July as well, so definitely expect some cruise content. And besides that, just this year is going to be a year full of just growth, prosperity, and just happiness, and just grinding. It's just straight grind. And the final thing I will say is that I plan on meeting a lot of influencers that I have been following for a long time, as well as, you know, some of the newer influencers, you know, for example, like the newer guys in FaZe Clan and stuff like that. I plan on meeting, you know, those individuals and exchanging and just speaking with them, and ultimately making some banger content with them, hopefully, if that's possible. But ultimately, expect big things. I don't want you guys to think that the downgrade of the iPhone quality or the microphone quality or whatever, that's not me. I just want you to know that I am trying, and we will overcome these obstacles, you guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Definitely drop a sub if you haven't done so already. And we're closing in on 20K. Flow Gangsters, baby. I'm out.